We met a tiefling boy by the name of Oliver out there in some old dilapidated home. Well, I should say, half tiefling and half shadow? How sad. I really wanted to help him, but at the least, even though we lost his game of hide and seek, we did find out that it was his shadow family that was doing the killing, not him. I'd hate to have to deal with a powerful, murderous child, after all. But you know what? This Thaniel may be the key to not only removing the curse of the Shadowlands, but also removing it from this boy Oliver, too. If we could free this land from the curse, I would love to return to see if Oliver is also cured and free. At least that is something to look forward to. It was nice to strike at the Absolute for once. I guess we did with the goblins in their little camp, but it's not the same as this. I feel like we've struck directly at the Absolute. We destroyed their little caravan that was no doubt on its way to Moonrise Towers. I've never seen a Drider before. They're ugly, hideous beasts. So we took some of their number down, but I don't want to make this a game about being even, because there cannot be a way to do that. We need to purge them from this world, and until then, things won't be okay or alright. They will continue to try and take over Toril if left unchecked. This is why I found the report of them assaulting Baldur's Gate quite preposterous. Why would they do such a thing and not just take it over from the inside? Maybe they've just grown too confident? That or something else played their hand for them, so they're left with no other choice. I won't know until we get there and hear a proper report on the situation. We now have, or had, a working moon lantern. I don't regret letting the pixie go that was inside. Being a fae creature, they can be quite unpredictable, but I'm glad I did, because it helped us, with its own version of the light from a moon lantern, without a moon lantern. So this means that we can go anywhere and do what we want, as if it were normal out here. Good. I hated carrying a torch, and was worried whenever we got out of the light. A torch in combat is not the same as a sword. So we found the outskirts of the town of Reithwin. Looks so much more grand than my own hometown of Imnisvale. Imnisvale is mostly made of wood, with some stone and brick here and there. Reithwin looks like it's made of marble and stone. It's terrible that the place has had to suffer a complete collapse due to the shadow curse. No one would be living there anymore. No one alive, that is. How terrible and sad. But we are only left with the town of Reithwin to explore now, and Moonrise Towers is closer than ever. Before Moonrise Towers, though, we'll explore the town and look for a way to wake up Art Culla so we can see about healing Thaniel and relieving this land of its shadows. Thaniel is a fae creature, or a fae boy, and he's tied to this land according to Helson. I wonder where he is. Right. Not so keen on entering here.
That's odd. The flame won't go out.
Really odd. Maybe you can figure this out, Gale.
A spell, but not one I'm familiar with.
Must have been a wizard at work. I know a continual flame spell when I see one.
Well, I never would want to shy away from exploration. It doesn't look too dangerous, but who knows. Maybe it's to keep the shadows out to this small area. Journey log of True Soul Corliss. Corliss? I heard that name. Day 4. Scouting mission dispatched by Cathericthorn to Shadowlands. Objective. Locate nest of absolute non-believers. That would be, I guess, the Last Light Inn. Reach outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo throughout the shadows. Must evade pursuit. So even they have to run from these shadows. Well, I guess that's a Sharon thing. This is absolute. Preparing to create a light barrier for protection against lurking monsters and deadly darkness. May the absolute guide me. Well, there's a body over there. Corliss. Have I heard of this person? I don't know. Sounds familiar. Like to get that black woolly under.
Something good here. I hope.
Other than the dead body, something came through here to get him. Didn't mean to pick that up. Eugh. Stinks. Hey, no, if I throw it, Scratch will bring it back. Let's just drop it. Alright, let's look at this body.
Before me.
Something came and killed her. Was it him? 1 gold. I believe it's a her. None of this means anything. If it's not the shadows, it'll be the absolute that gets you out here. Alright, I believe we've come full circle. The only place to go now is, if we're going to press forward, is to go into Reithwin. So, oh, there's this little area, perhaps this way? Somebody really...
brutal. I'm not surprised they perished.
Somebody really ought to come back and bury all the bodies here. It's so close to last light in.
Your Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon? He better be. Or I'm a dead man walking.
Okay, let's go and exchange party members.
There's more where that came from.
A little bit nicer here than out in the shadows. There you are, Shadowheart.
So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach.
I do believe you really like me.
Did you want something?
Did I want something? Yes. Let's join me.
It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can live without before I can join.
Asterian's place. He'll stay here at camp.
Lead the way, then.
Oh, yes. I forgot about all that. Let's go through all the party members and advance their skill. Shadowheart has gained in skill. She has a new feat. We'll have to look this over. She's going with ability improvement. Karlak is going with fighter. Will. What are you going as? Will is going with fighter as well. Champion. There's an improved chance to hit critically. Okay, let's get to the group that I would like to bring out with me now. Gale has decided to use an illicit power as well. As horrible as this is. He's going to have to decide what power exactly he's going to use. Repulsor. He pushes anything back 20 feet and hurts them. Alright. Concentrated blast. Must be concentrating another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it. When an enemy within 30 feet casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict damage, psychic damage to it. Will's not hesitating anymore. Well, forced tunnel. He's also gonna go with displace. Creatures suffering falling damage take additional psychic damage.
Let's move.
Right, we visited camp. Let's leave.
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom,
Head out.
certainly wasn't this.
Around is making
A
me
glimmer of hope
Got to
amidst
have
the
a plan
darkness.
first. Got to trust Jahira to come up with one. I don't. I do.
It's one way of looking at it. You can say it's a prime target, the one pocket of light in the gloom.
Oh, pragmatism. Thy name is Shadowheart. You're not wrong, though. Best we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Alright, discover it. No, not Orpheus. Where was it? No. Investigate the Selûnite resistance. Where, though? We've been through the basement.
Alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse.
Would there be anything here?
Yeah?
Heapside narrows at night tide. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods. No traps, please.
Perhaps one of these men there knows something about this? Maybe we can talk to them. Hello there.
The Flaming Fist may be a bit rough, but I've respected them. Didn't expect a traitor in their ranks.
Oh, well, he also had a tadpole in his head, so it's not like he had a choice.
You Graven God's still alive, you reckon?
Always knew Marcus was a snake. You did well to knock the light out of him.
Dark to tell.
I bet they're close.
Actually, we haven't been here to speak to this woman. Hello.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it.
Talking about Marcus. Anything I could take off your hands at no cost to myself?
Cheeky. What? Since you're asking.
Supply pack. Oh well. We all need to keep going. Should send these back to camp. Starts to weigh you down after a while. Let's see what you have,
See if
Quartermaster.
there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
Oh, interesting healing. Potions. Superior healing. Not gonna have any gold after this. Already gave a bunch away to Volo to buy new spells for Gale. Let's look at her weapons. Defender Great Axe. Interesting. Incandescent Staff. Ooh. This would be... Well, Gale has a good one. But if... Helson's gonna be journeying with us. It's so expensive. I'll lose half our gold just from that. Helson will be journeying with us, and we could use it. Another long sword. Hat of Uninhibited Kushigo. Shade Clinger Armor. Another cloak. Oh, cloak of protection. Like we couldn't use that. We can use a few more of them too. Wonder if this wouldn't be good for Gale. Or sorry, Will. What is he using? Yeah, these gloves are better for two-weapon fighting. Bloody plum dye. Interesting. Alright, let's see what else we can get here. Alright. Are they pleased with this? Offer has been refused. I don't know.
Take care now.
That staff, we don't even have enough gold for it. Will got the things. So there's a better shield here for... It actually gives her another spell slot. And I guess we can sell this one. We can sell both these shields and get some of my gold back. Our gold. This is a better amulet for Will. Glove of the Balanced Hands is also better for Will. You can give that to me. Cloak of Protection. Huh. Let's see why I can't use that.
No time to rest.
Why not? I'm always getting hurt. A lot. Just need to diet. Use a lot more of these cloak of protections. Ah, blood's still there. That's a little green. Goes with my armor, though. Alright, we can sell that. Cape of the Red Prince. You know what? Why don't you dye it something? Use blue dye. I don't think we have any, though. Oh. Alright, we found some blue dye. Damon had it. Everything needs to match,
Still
you see.
breathing, despite everything.
We must look
One
good while
more counter
adventuring.
break.
Don't want to look like a goblin. Rusted, broken sword and half-torn leather armor. Full of blood. Well, I always have blood on me, but... Anyways, I can wipe that off. Wanted to see what exactly was in here for a long time. We are double protected now. We should be okay. I mean, I guess I could break out a torch, but... Here goes. Okay. If we can survive this, we should be able to survive going into Reithwin. Now, what happened here exactly? What is it? Another reason why I wanted to bring Shadowheart, because if it is a temple, maybe she'll have some insight. Does look like it
That might be worth a look.
was a nice place, a river right here. Dirt mound. You know, it took a while, but I've really warmed up to Karlach. Actually, she's become one of my more favorite companions. I mean, I trust Lae'zel, it doesn't mean that I particularly like her. I kind of like her, but I don't. Let's just say I don't dislike her. I do really appreciate what she's come a long way for a Githyanki to go against everything that she's believed, just to support me. She saw that my cause was the truer. Well, that's saying something. But it doesn't mean that I actually like her personality. Silver cake stand. This was just someone's bedroom. This is no, I guess this is a wealthy person. Home? Candelabra? Ooh. Let me try something. Didn't I read that the darkness can get so bad that it puts out torches? Silver glass. Opulence. Ith bank. What's in this chest? silver glass wardrobe. Hymns for the Gone. This book is redolent with enticing smell of paper and ink. Really, after all this time. A book of prayers to Kelemvor, judge of the dead. Someone has annotated it with the following. These are little saccharine in places. Honestly, I don't even know what that word means. But one or two have genuine merit as something more than religious doggerel. Something that actually evokes the complicated feelings of loss and hope for the departed, their well-being, their eternal preservation in... Excuse me. Oh, in some paradise. Oh. When we slept last, it was in the Shadowlands. In the cursed area. I didn't feel comfortable. I know what's out there. Alright, saccharine. That is a new word. I just figured out what the word prosaic means. A little too simple, dull, or towards straightforward. Take that painting. I do appreciate art. What is it? Forgotten Temple. An old temple sits ensconced in a cliffside, tucked away from the piercing rays of the sun. What's in here, Gale? Ooh. 2 people in this. Is that even a... I guess it is a bed, yes. This looks almost like a big couch. Alright, what's in there? Gold ring. Oh. A date was once engraved on the inside of this ring, but most of it has long since been worn away by time. I take it it's older than even when the Shadow Curse came. If it's worn away, the Shadow Curse won't do that. Opulent chest. Alright, let's do this.
A couple turns should do it.
Penumbral armor. This could be really good for Asterion. Probably worth a lot too. One of the relics of Deep Dwera's rebellious children. Kitted out though they were for escape, the older siblings had a horrible time encouraging their younger brothers and sisters, who, at the crux, were frightened of what their mother would do to them should they be caught. One should never be worried about the mother. Not very good upbringing. They're frightened of their parents. There's no way to raise children. This goes back down underneath the inn. Well, we are supposed to... Looks like there's a burgeoning Selûnite resistance. I don't think that we'll see anything, but... Let's go back down there. Back to my weapon.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
Ah, isn't that funny? I'm not sure what we're to look for. Selûnite resistance down here. Yes, I know we've been down here, but we're looking for Selûnite resistance. I don't know where else it could be. Back in the days of... I guess when Shah ruled the area. The skeleton here. Guess he wasn't part of the Selûnite resistance. What's that? Your pet makes... Your closet makes funny noises there, Gale. What is it, Scratch? Smoke powder barrel. Yeah, we've already picked up one. Will, you want to pick that up?
How much further can I go?
Since Lae'zel is so strong, maybe she can toss a smoke powder barrel at Kitheric, and I can throw the rune powder at him. There's this fire wine barrel. And we'll have a lovely explosion that will rock the Moonrise Towers. And maybe Kitheric will die. If it would be that easy. I doubt it would be. There's nothing here. Okay, then. Well, you know what? If anything, I would think this would be Selûnite resistance. They put a little temple underneath here. A little shrine. Ugh. And I put acid down here. Silver plate.
Even Selûna's faithful are driven to the darkness in such a place.
Light up. Anything here that I could do? What if I snuffed out the candles? Wasn't one of them going? This has to be it, though. Anything that I'm missing here? Alright, let's look around and see if we can find something. We've returned to Reithwin. See, I'm not sure if this will...
The dead of the Emerald Enclave. They lay here ever since their war against Ketheric Thorm.
mean anything to Shadowheart. Well?
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
She has better armor. We need to get her a better helm, though. Letter of surrender. Surrender declined.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
Nothing. Then let's get through.
Take that.
Maybe we'll see something else that would interest her. What did I just pick up? I picked up a skull. That is absolutely not what I want. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oof. This seems even worse than that place next to the inn. Rusty
Crates
like
and
crossbow.
caravans. The town toll house, surely.
Key. And they seem to have barged right through it all with their war here. There really was a battle happening here. I wonder if that had anything to do with those... No, they were giant traps. There weren't siege weapons outside of the Druid Grove. Right by the Nautiloid. Almost like the Nautiloid crashed onto it. Ah, but I was hoping to find one of these. We're definitely in Reithwin. Toll house. This place seems extraordinarily dead. So dead that I'm surprised there aren't undead around here. But then you need somebody to enchant them back to life, right? A necromancer. Not sure exactly how that magic works, but a cleric, necromancer, bring them back to life. Evil cleric. Big doors there. Hopefully we won't encounter those creatures that try to take you with them.
Let's see what this does.
If I can even open it. Oop, can. Still functions. Ooh. Oh, they must be on pikes or something. Yeah, stakes right through them. Ugh, what a horrible way to go. Pretty sick, if you ask me. So here's the river. Boats come in. This will pick up whatever it can be hooked onto. Crates, whatever. Whole platform full of crates. Chisel set.
See that symbol on the ground? This was a mason's guild.
Makes sense. The demand for ominous statues seems fairly high in these parts. Yeah, I would think so. Mason's Guild. Bronze
Always room
ingot.
for more.
Like so for something.
Very well.
Not that we can upgrade armor. How could we? So splendid as it is, some of our pieces. Shadowheart is really be decked out in some magnificent equipment. Blood of Lathander.
Open up.
That's her weapon. That shield and her boots. And now she has really nice armor. Wait, Will, did you get those gloves? Yes. Right, well, so is Will. Look at his weapons. And his armor. Really wish we could have got more out
No
of
one stopped
Mount
me yet. At the ready.
Alright, so
Cursed to put my hands on
kind of
everything.
message were they
Let
spreading with
this
this?
be a warning. Those who defy Shah's will shall suffer darkness without her blessing.
This must have been when the Shardens took over the place.
Let this be a warning.
So the
Those who
Harpers
defy
and the
Shah's will
Druids
shall
decided
suffer
to...
darkness without her blessing.
Listen, I can kind of picture what happened. So they decided to try to surrender, whether it be true or not. In the end, they won against Catheric, at least for a time. They came back with the Absolute. How odd is that? Barkskin Blessing. You know what? That potion is really only good for Gale.
That might be worth a look.
Odd-looking bones.
A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
So the Harpers tried to surrender. Catheric said no. The Sharans burst into town, took it over. Somehow they did something to defeat Catheric. And then he summoned the Shadow Curse right before his end for a century. And now he's back. But when the
Here
Shadow Curse
lies the
came...
Grand Mason, his bones and lies exposed.
Interesting. When the Shadow Curse came, I mean, obviously the Sharans didn't control this place for that long, I don't think. Maybe a day? A week? A month? A few months? I don't know. All these statues have their heads taken off. Ow. This must have been some guild. This is a huge workshop. I thought we had just gotten to the end of it, but no, this is the actual work area. Some thieves' tools here. Burning hands.
More for me.
Trap disarm kit, toolkit. Seems like the Shadow Curse hit this area especially bad. With a chisel set. Funny that these gnarled trees now form what are essentially bridges here and there. Who puts eggs in a barrel, by the way? For it to go rotten? Black oleander. Well, is that it? Or is there something down here? I don't think there's anything. We can go back up. Infernal iron? We found more of it. Well, Damon did say he can sense some more about. Okay, so I found more infernal iron. Sure, what he can do with this. Almost sounds like he's done what he could for Karlach's infernal heart engine. Well, sure, I don't want to miss anything. Piece of history. Better understand this place.
Traps, please.
Well, what were they building here? Oh, to pick up from the river below. Wooden barrel. Wooden crate, wooden barrel, wooden barrel. Wooden trunk. Nothing in it. This place seems to be quite looted. I mean, infernal iron's the only real thing of value we've encountered so far. A hatch goes down below. Were they trying to hide this? Huh, statues, the heads are still intact. This is where we came in, so let's see what's down below. Really, more? They must have had dozens of workers here. Maybe 100 in the heyday. Maybe Reithwin was noted for their statues, and I mean, they are exquisitely done. Takes some talent to do that. Is that Selûnite? I would think so, the moon. Selûnite. Been around these foreigners too much. Selûnite. What's the proper saying of it? Nothing here. Did you bark? Is there something around here? Scratch. Dozens of... hundreds of pillars. All over the place. Burlap sacks. Never anything good in those. Why do I bother? The crates do have and trunks. Oh.
Something over there.
Keyholed Herald. Ah. Tower-shaped key. Places secrets. Note from the Masons. Congratulations on finding this place, thief, but your journey ends here. Alright. Beware of traps. Beware of creatures. Traps. Whatever. Take it slow. Look. There's a chest over there. It's over here. Did you hear that? What was that? Like something moving. Please look over this chest. Could be trapped.
That's curious.
And it is. Well, Gale, you're no longer the most dexterous
Not around.
among us between the two, you and I. I am with these gloves on. Oof, this is not an easy one. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Maybe we should try that again. Yeah. Careful, it's about to go off. Oop. This is really not a good thing. Better try to disarm these. I don't think it would be this bad.
You have my attention.
Try to disarm them. Not that difficult to disarm. Will, you're quite dexterous as well. Oh, you're on the other side.
I wonder what
Shadowheart, it's up to you. Unless you like fire. Okay. Whew. What exactly is going on?
No, Rebecca will never believe this.
Okay. That was a little trick funny, Gale. Alright, let's you know that try not to fail this. No one was hurt. And I've successfully disarmed it. Whew. Wow, that's all that's in here? You would think it'd be like 25,000 gold or something. Oh. Well, at least no one was hurt.
Need to find a way forward.
I feel a little less inspired now, but... Just what was that? Oh. That was a rotten pickle or something. Come by the gods. What? This place keeps on going. Wow. Mason's Guild indeed. They must have had wealth. They must have been around for a while too. It's all in one guild. Rows of books. Give this to Gale. Searching Ithbank. Well, at least this place wasn't touched by anything. What is this? Any of the absolute Shadow Curse? I don't know if it's even down here. I assume it is. A carefully drawn diagram of Moonrise Towers. A circle of red ink draws my attention as though something has been stashed in the tower's prison dungeon.
Someone's marked a spot at the base of Moonrise Towers. Worth a look.
I did not see anything. The Shadow's Curse definitely is down here. There's lots of them. These are undead. Shadows, wraiths. The shadows aren't very tough, but the wraith will be. Don't let it touch you. At least I am able to, what is it called? Restore.
Well, so much for peace.
Lesser restoration.
Battle of wits.
Shadowheart should be able to do that too. Okay. What can you do? It would be nice to get that thing. I don't think you have the range. The only way that this is going to be able to be done is if you Shadow Step, Misty Step. But then they're gonna come after you. But make it so they have to run. There's a chest back there. Maybe try not to fry the chest. Who knows what will happen. There we go. Oy. Not as spectacular as I'd hoped it'd be, but I hope they can't come and get you. Gale, you're gonna be in trouble. Alright. Divine Sense. Failure aloof. Sing. Or shriek, whatever you call it. Or a protection for those who come close enough. Oh, good thing it came from me. Knocked it prone, even though it hurt me.
Got to move.
Okay. Let's see. Shadowheart's telling me the armor's too heavy for her to properly move. I didn't realize that that would be an issue for a cleric. Okay, we'll have to make do then. Well, you can always remove it. Which I think might be the best option. Okay, this'll help bless us all too. As well as heal. Maybe we can try that armor on Will. Actually, that sounds like a good idea, and you can get his armor. The adamantine. What else can you do? Besides blessing everybody. Could turn undead.
Making my move.
Darkness. Where are the enemies? There's two right by me. We don't seem to see the others.
Step by step. Still on my feet.
Kill the Wraith. Divine Sense. Where are they? Here. Still there.
Certainly. Where do I go from here?
There we go. There's 2 more shadows, but we don't know where they are.
On my way.
Perhaps you can turn them. Huh. Kind of like how you're dressed, Shadowheart. Very sexy. We can't see them, though. We can't fight them. Ah! How do you fight something like this?
Fleet of foot.
I think we should all stay together. Hey. We can't see it, though. Invisible. They're invisible. Gale, that means you need to see invisible. Invisibility. Try to get back with us.
To it. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Where are they? Okay, stay around me. Ah.
Onward.
Hear them. Is there anything we can do to stop this? Shadow vestige. What is that?
That'll have to wait till later.
Is that memories of what they were before? Gale, stand right in the middle.
Blood comes easy these days.
Alright, Shadows, come on. Maybe you can go and find them. Shovel. There's one. Missed. There's finally. I think poison's going to work against shadows. Comes another one. They don't like my sword. Yeah, now they're both exposed. And they're both in a lot of trouble. Nice! Good job. Will, you're living up to your reputation. Wait, what are these shadow vestiges?
Taste the sour ale that once clung to this soul's breath. He was insensible when the shadows came for him.
Oh.
Before the shadows, there was once a house full of warmth and children's laughter in this one's life. No more.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
I keep on looking at these shadow vestiges. I'm going to get depressed.
Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape.
Alright, wow. So, let's change what you're wearing.
I wonder.
The pride of the gate.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go with her colors. I think don't we have something for you? That's okay. Not sticking with your yellow gold colors, which I liked. Okay, give this to Shadowheart.
Long way to go still.
Oh, that's more fitting. Befitting a champion, that color. Those colors. No, that looks like Shadowheart's. And she does have more protection now with this armor. Unfortunately, Will has the same. Alright, make sure you have your blades bound.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Okay, perhaps we should rest.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
One with the weave.
Respite does wonders.
Never a dull moment.
Okay,
How
let's
much further can I
search this
go?
Mason's place. Mason's letter. Halfred, you're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorm's malice, yet I took up hammer and trowel to build that cursed tower. You warned me of the coming war, yet I built the prison that would contain his foes. You warned me, I did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies. Besides, gather your allies at last light and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moonrise. Ketheric plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in the light of day. We will end him with a dagger to the back before he can so much as raise a blade. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope that you'll try. Your brother, Morfred. So there was a resistance. I'm just not sure how he ended. I will take this letter.
Wish I
Take
had
all the
that
silver.
phone.
It's worth something. Considering we don't even have 1,000 gold. No. Spent so much gold on all of our equipment. Plate. There's a logbook there. Well, good to see that they fought back. How quickly things change. The Thorms are Selûnite through and through, or so I believed. Really? Yes, that's right. Wasn't he a priest and then changed over to worship Shar, and from there now he's worshipping the Absolute. Perhaps Ketheric only converted from Melodia, and with her death and then his daughters, his faith died too, but to turn to Shar beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater in number, and more determined to root out any traces of Selûnite in Reithwin. Why do they think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few, the trusting few, come to worship in secret by moonlit nights. Others, converts all. Whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Impossible, isn't it? Sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town. What would become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil, or maybe worse. But he offered me something I couldn't refuse. Help. It wasn't Raphael, was it? The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, their stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out, all of them. I didn't ask how. I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have it at Ketheric now. They'll make short work of him. Is it perhaps that you made a bargain with the devil and he's the one that summoned all the shadows? Didn't Raphael say something like that? How did the shadows come? Well, there's your Selûnite resistance. Found the shrine in the last Light Inn. Chest here. I assume it's trapped.
Looks like a trap there.
Okay. Lathander, please help me disarm this thing. Last one, we survived without being hurt, but... He answered my prayer. Who knows what would have happened? The ceiling come down on us? It's still locked.
Right tool will do the trick.
That was actually a very difficult trap. Helmet of Arcane Acuity. What is that? I know what Arcane Acuity is. Well, it allows you to cast spells better, but it's also considered light armor. Which means it's not... I don't know, but you know what? I actually think it's better than what she's wearing. Shadowheart. She's wearing a basic helm. Kind of look like me with that thing in the back. The tail. Improvement? I don't know. It is improvement.
Looking ahead. Moving in.
We've learned that there's something at the base of Moonrise Towers. Perhaps we can get in there. So maybe the shadows had nothing to do with him. Maybe everyone thought it did. Selûne's devotee. This diary records a life of John Meadowlin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priest of Selûne, John Meadowlin exchanged his claws for a greatsword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never found love, though their friendship was quite something. Oh. I prefer they fell in love. Flow of the Chantar. I do believe that we've read this. Yes, yes. Pressing. You know, I've been thinking, if it is possible to lift this curse, what will happen to this land? Will people slowly come back and reclaim it? Reclaim this town with the Masons Guild and everything? I guess plants and trees will start growing back, and... This ancient map depicts the area surrounding Moonrise Towers in detail, depicting a profusion of local fauna. See, these things will come back. Deer, rabbits, black bears, and flora, with special emphasis placed on areas for prolific foraging. Yeah, so it would be a bit of a miracle to see this place return to its splendor of old. Actually, that's not a bad, comfortable blue-red outfit. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I might be able to wear it.
What to do? Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
To see it, I've got to, wait. Well, I'm covered in blood, so it's not really... And maybe the colors could change. But we'll see. I'll look at it back at camp. Looking to replace that shirt for a while.
What's in here?
Shirt and pants. Books. Corsairs of Luskan. I've heard of them. The Corsairs. They weren't really around when I was at sea. They had a reputation, though, in the past. This cultural analysis spends a good number of pages on Luskan, tucked like a gold filling, or some would say a filled abscess at the mouth of the river Mirar, Luskan is a city of merchant princesses, swarthy bandit princes, and the most diverse, cutthroat, and fractured cabal of pirates on Toro. Torn into factions, these piratical groups, are known as ships. Here the book details each faction with a frankly dizzying attention to detail. The one point of interest is that the ship Kurth faction are in fact controlled by a secret mercenary company of Drow. That is odd. There's a lot of trouble with that city in the past, I do know that. Harvest of Memory. Brought to the Shadowfell, which is a reflection of the world you're in, and a dark reflection too, rife with wickedness and twisted echoes and despair by their Raven Queen. The Shatter Kai are elves, not elves as you might find along the Sword Coast, but elves that reflect their home with their physiology and attitude. On the whole, they are cruel, nasty-minded people who are nonetheless singularly devoted to their queen and her domain of power. That domain is life and death, and in their unwavering fealty to their mistress, the Shatter Kai perform the thankless duty of ferrying the memories of the dead for her to admire in a kind of memory-based menagerie. Alright, I only through reading have I heard of those people. Shatter Kai elves. We didn't see what these things have to say, the shadow vestiges. Or look in these wardrobes.
You sense this one hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town. You didn't even care who won, so long as it ended. A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan. Another day of hauling masonry blocks done.
Back-breaking work.
A happy, faded memory comes to you. A woman walking along a beach, holding hands with her husband-to-be.
Ah. Secret Societies of the Sword Coast exposed. Didn't I read this before? Yes, Shadow Druids Harper's Order of Clerd. Never heard of Order of Clerd, but I know of the others. Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels? Loosely bound, uneven pages hang of this book. The script is uneven and seems to be written in whatever color ink the author had to hand at the time. Oh, now I'm just curious. Forward. No one wants to read about eels, eh? You stuck-up Candlekeep gits can keep your books on magic and demons and celestial bodies. People are practical folk and they want to read practical things. Can't make a pie out of stars, can you? No. Eels is important. Eels are important. Right. Let's get one thing straight. Giant lightning eels? Not technically eels. They look like them, sure, and everyone calls them eels. But the shape of the head? The bone structure? You can't tell me that's the same as a giant moray. Now, where can you catch eels? Bloody everywhere. From Neverwinter to Elturel to Calimport, you can find an eel. But where do they breed? And how? Well, you probably heard the stories that they're just snakes that learn to swim, or they're baby leviathans, or they're underdark spies, but that's all buncombe. They breed in the Sea of Moonshay, I'm sure, and then swim all over Faerun. And if those pricks in Candlekeep give me the money to sail there, I'd be able to prove it. Wait, do you think they breed on land? They swim in the water. If they breed in water, unless you're able to go down there, in the ocean? Yeah, I don't think so. But no, they're too busy studying demon puzzle boxes and mumbling about whatever Arlundo said years ago. Bet Al couldn't tie a good fishing knot for nothing. The book carries on like this for several pages before finally returning to the topic of eels. Well, it's a little entertaining, if anything. Old floppy hat. Swarthy Wayfarer in green. Now, wasn't that kind of what I... These clothes actually aren't too bad. I'll take that anyways and look at it later. That's what I picked up. Spring slim fit outfit. Soft and comfortable shoes. Well, we have to wear something nice. Oh, there's a button here. Pass right by that. More to this place. What else could there be? Please don't be trapped. These chests. I don't see anything. Bunch of spells. There's a lever here. Probably to open that With the button opened. Wine. Empty. Potions. Nothing that's great in here. Alright, well, I think that's it for this place. Maybe try to... I mean, not that I want them to, but if they hid the buttons, and... Why keep the room secret if you have a giant fist-sized button right down the wall? We've seen enough. Found out where this resistance was. I think that maybe somebody had made a bargain with the devil. Is that a possibility, to bring all these shadows here? It had nothing to do with Catheric. Who knows? I would think if Catheric could control the shadows, then his followers wouldn't need moon lanterns, but then they're absolutes, so that makes it all very confusing. I don't know. Got rid of the Sharans, alright. Got rid of everybody. That's the kind of deal when you make a deal with the devil, that sounds about right what happened. I want the Sharans gone. Please do it. I don't care how you do it. And then everybody gets forced out. Wish I could have seen this masonry guild in its heyday. What do we have here? The shadows. Are those harpers? Look at how many harpers had come into this region. 100 of them? 200? We found many bodies around. Alright, I don't know what this is, but perhaps we should be ready. Maybe the shadows control them. It is deep in shadow. They're all cursed. Blow them up if you can. They're all going to be coming this way, so they'll be slipping. Alright, do it. Most likely, well, they may run around down here, but we do have an avenue. What if we couldn't make it even worse for them?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Fire next to it? Okay, let me see. Potions. If they're undead, that makes it trickier to use, because not as much will work against them. Dark vision, obviously not. Colossus, diminution. Fire resistance, okay. Poison resistance, flying. You know what, I think I'm just going to throw this at them. Alchemist fire. They don't have a choice. Either they're going to slip or they're going to burn. And we are just going to shoot them full of whatever we have. This one's still on his feet, though. Let's see if I can't slow it down. Oh yes, I should be using my ability to turn undead. Oh, I forgot about the teleporting around thing. That would be a perfect place for a fireball, though. Ooh, melt the stairs, but regardless, hurting them is what really counts. Not sure what you can do here besides... Well, you don't need a ranged weapon, you have your Eldritch Blast. Try to finish that one off. Oh! This one was in the way. Okay. Down. Wow, what a treasure you are. I'm not sure how effective you'll be, but it's worth a try. Undead, turn it. You killed it! You hurt this one too. Alright, well, since two are down here, the fireball will be of lesser use. Maybe this one. Alright. You hit that one. It's still not down.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay, I'd like to try this. I don't even think I've been able to do it before. Proof that these things are undead. If I can't hit... I don't even know if acid will hurt a shadow. Fire might. I'm saving these. It's not worth it for one lonely shadow like this. Shadows are definitely undead. I don't know why I didn't consider them undead before. They don't stand a chance against us. Shooting. Oh, it's a harper. Alright, this is melted. We can now run up and engage them.
Onward.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay, if shadows are undead, what about a shadow-cursed harper? Is it half undead?
One day I'll catch a break.
Fully undead? It seemed to be turning, so I don't quite think it was undead.
Battle favors the fearless. Finding my way.
It's almost down. Good. Shadow Curse Harper. Again, putrefied tumor. Ugh. How does that even happen?
You see a man drain his tankard in an inn as he listens to a flaming fist play the lute. He's better than his uniform might suggest. An older man catch a glimpse his head away and playing flaming fist. His neighbors would not renounce. It's the catatonic man you encountered in last light in the town square.
What?
You see a man drain his tankard in an inn as he listens to a flaming fist play the lute. He's better than his uniform might suggest.
Alright. Is there more?
You catch a glimpse of the lute playing flaming fist. It's the catatonic man you encountered in last light in.
It's art color. But that's... Okay, there's nothing more to it though. What was this one?
An older man turns his head away in shame. His neighbors would not renounce Selûnite. Now they hang in the town square.
Damn Catheric to the hells.
You feel a rush of outrage. This woman worshipped Shah to the end. So why does the Night Singer's curse not spare her?
I'm not sure it was from the Night Singer.
Thorn shown in Selûnite armor. Is there any god that turncoat hasn't bowed to?
Huh. Resplendent with his elven ears. Okay, but there's only so much that I would like to get. For some reason, he's got an orange, it's still okay, but a rotten lemon. Lemons are known to go just rotten in a bunch.
No time to rest. Something over there.
What is this? A plaque?
Was that a click I heard? There's something about these plaques.
It's like a... Is it like a story, but only the words... You just need to find out where it begins. Obviously it wouldn't be to the right, I would think. Usually you read left to right. No.
Something over there. If not over, then through.
Maybe, I don't know. There's some black oleander here. Plaque.
What's that?
Shh. Okay, so 1, 2. Seems like one is missing. Maybe this opens up? I don't know. Addy of... Shell. Does one start with an L? 2 L's for shell. R. Okay, this is where it starts. Our Lady. Of. Night. Then it's this one over here. If I can find it. This one over here.
What did that do?
Pain loss shall rise. Our Lady of Light shall rise again. Oh, I don't even know where this is going. Still, this must be quite the town because everything is still so far away. Oh, we didn't explore the toll house, not really. Anyways, we opened it. Let's go look down.
Not even a whiff of curse in here. It's nice to breathe easy.
Probably because it's for Selûne. Or is it? Sharon's Sanctuary? Yeah, please don't go up to Moonrise Towers. We're not ready for that place yet. No curse in here. That means no shadows. Statue of Shar. Well, I thought it was for... say, Our Lady of Loss shall rise again, or something like that.
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect?
I'm not an acceptance. An untested mind is a dull mind. This should have been something that Gale does for us.
You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine, and a strange sensation of acceptance.
I was accepted. You want to try that, Gale? I'm sure you'd be able to do it.
Magic.
No problem.
It seems this statue has nothing to offer. Its challenge has been surmounted.
Oh, well, I passed that
I have a
test, I
lot on my
suppose.
mind. And, well, in it.
There's 2 other plaques here. Perhaps we have to pass each one. Who knows what happened then?
Time to press ahead.
Old sacks here. They might get more difficult the more we go.
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause?
I think so. I smirk, of course. Need you even say it? This is more my alley.
Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
What do I get after all this? A kiss from Shadowheart? Actually, that would make it worth it. Perhaps this will open? I seem to be able to pick them out. This will open up. What's next? Wisdom?
Do you think yourself wise enough
That's
to be
right.
granted Shah's blessing?
I nod. I feel like a veritable sage after all I've experienced of late.
A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy.
I'm worthy. Oh, what's in there? Blood? It's red. Ritual Dagger of Shar. Maybe I'm supposed to give some of my
An altar
self.
to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Of course. Lathander and Kalimvor, please don't judge me too harshly, but I will do this just so we can perhaps proceed through here. Maybe I will impress Shadowheart. I do it just to impress the girls, of course. I take up the dagger, recite Shar's dogma, and cut my arm. Gale's inspired. Shadowheart's inspired. We're all inspired now. What is this? Necrotic resistance. I mean, I've had that potion before. Angelic reprieve. Oh. Put you into a slumber. So all that came up. Can I take the dagger? I'll leave it. What good is a dagger going to do to us? None of us even use that. Sell it, though. But I think I'll leave it because I don't want to upset Shadowheart. How much gold can I possibly get? Oops, what's going on?
What's inside?
I already have her full attention, though. She's very... I think the relationship is exceptional that we have between us. We just need time to spend with each other.
Is that blood? No. Never mind. Have to keep going.
Well, that's it then.
Let's have a look.
I seem to have gained a lot of her with the blessings of Shar. I thought I'd have that. Besides from Shadowheart. Let's get upstairs, shall we? Get out of here.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, there's so much more to explore. I say we go back to the toll house. Moonrise Towers is really close to the south of here. Instead of going there first, of course we're going to go to find the ledger and perhaps wake up Art Cullen. There's to wake him up. Investigate the House of Healing that was mentioned. Okay, so to a house first, then we go north. We have a plan.
Shining